see Flacco goes week 1, starting, opening drive.
Season 2, Episode 3 of What the Football. My name is Jeremy Horwath.
And I'm Chance Gardner.
And we're finally back with another episode. We're very excited. And some news broke this morning of Gardner Minshew to the Philadelphia Eagles for a conditional 6th-round pick. That was some news to wake up to. Yes, I just woke up 30 minutes ago. Don't judge. And wow, I'm very surprised. We'll see how it'll fit into this role, if it's going to affect Jalen, how it's going to go in total. But Chance, what is your first reaction to Gardner Minshew wearing wearing an Eagles jersey on Sundays?
That's my first reaction. But no, what is Howie thinking? I get that Nick Mullins and Flacco suck, and Minshew's an upgrade over probably both of them. But this is just Howie's. That's just the random offseason move that he had. It was a pretty decent offseason, and then boom, here it is. Now we've got something to talk about. Something that's that makes no sense that he always throws in every offseason, it seems like. Oh God.
Yeah, we got some Minshew Mania comment. It's great, man. Yeah, I'm actually not that upset about it, as long as if we let him know, dude, you're not gonna be starting, and I'm sure he probably knows that. But some reports that I saw, from Ian Rappaport, he said that he's going to be our QB3. He'll even be behind Joe Flacco. Now, I don't know how true that's going to be. We'll see as the season goes on. In my eyes, I think he'd be a perfect backup to Jalen Hurts just as a QB2. I think that would be the number one thing we should be going for, because I don't think Flacco should be the number 2, even though Flacco thinks he's going to be the starter. And I guarantee it that Sirianni is going to come out and be like, guys, we have 3 guys. We're not sure which one we're going to start. Even though week 1 is just it was 2 weeks away. So we'll see how everything goes. But I do kind of like the trade. We only give up a 6th-round pick, and if he plays 50% of snaps in 3 games, then it goes to a 5th-round pick. Either way, it doesn't really matter to me if it's a 5th or a 6th-round pick. But I do think that we need a backup quarterback. I don't think Joe Flacco is the answer. If Jalen Hurts starts to do bad, sure, throw in Gardner Minshew. Why not? The guy can play. He's a decent backup.
Yeah.
All right. And so I don't think it's the worst trade. Honestly, the reason why I'm the most happy about it is that now Dallas won't have him as a backup if Dak Prescott can't play, and Minshew. we didn't trade him to Dallas. Minshew could be the backup. So that's my main reaction on it. We got a comment down here that says, you guys think the Eagles not playing Hurts, that he is packaged for getting Watson once the legal stuff is done? In my eyes, I don't think that's it. I don't think that they would trade Jalen Hurts for that. And I think they want to stick with Jalen Hurts. But if the opportunity presents itself, Howie's been doing stuff like that before. I hope we don't trade for someone like Deshaun Watson. I think we need to keep that kind of stuff away. This one's going a little bit too deep. Chance, what are your reactions to it?
Yeah, in my eyes, I see there's no way we end up trading for Watson, and this Minshew move is not a way to ship off Jalen for Watson. It's just there's no way. I mean, with the cap and the way it is, and you said once the legal stuff is done, but yeah, I don't think that legal stuff is gonna get done anytime soon. I mean,
Yeah, and just right here where they say that they don't trade Hurts in the next 48 hours. Yeah, most likely it won't happen. And, I honestly, that's not even something that I really thought about before. But, I mean, it could be. That would be something Howie Roseman, we wouldn't be surprised. These are the type of moves that we don't know what's going to happen with Howie Roseman. So, I mean, what's going to happen? I don't know. I do love the trade, though. It's a good backup. You never know. If Hurts just isn't playing that well, throw in Minshew for a little bit. The guy can play decently. All right, let's be real. Would you say he's at least decent?
Yeah, I'd say he's an above average, backup.
Yeah,
he's right on the border of being a low quality starter, I'd say.
Yeah, and so him backing up someone like Hurts, it's gonna work out well. Hopefully, maybe we won't even see the guy play. I don't know. I don't think it's that something to worry about, like how when we drafted Jalen Hurts when Carson Wentz was still our star. Like, hey, like what's going on? Like, what are you doing? I don't think it's to that level, like at all. So I don't think this should really affect Jalen Hurts. Like, hey, is this guy about to take my job? Like, I don't think it's anything like that. I just think it's a good guy to back him up, and it's just going to work out really well.
I mean, you hope it works out pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, so what do you think of this comment right here? He said they probably just want to put more pressure on Hurts. Minshew is a younger Fitz Magic. What are your thoughts on that?
He's definitely got the hair to match Fitz magic and whatnot. He brings that mullet magic baby. But yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, I just don't understand why we need all this pressure on Hurts. It's like we're just getting done with the quarterback controversy. Just let Hurts be himself. It seems like, I don't know. It just feels weird building up all this chemistry. We go get two guys that Jalen's worked with in college, Smith and Dickerson, and then just to try and be like, hey, you're not the guy after we've done everything to make him like so comfortable and whatnot. It's just, I don't know. It feels weird to me.
Yeah. As a whole, though, would you say that would you say you're more happy that the trade happened, or would you say that you were like, dude, like why, like like which side you were like? Are you happy with the trade, or would you say that you're not very happy with it?
I guess I'd say I'm more happy with it because I'm not like displeased or anything. It was just kind of like well, that just happened. That I was not expecting that in the slightest. Okay.
Right.
It's like, what is it? A 6th-round pick, possibly a 5th or whatever. If he plays
nothing much.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, whatever. We're going to use that 5th or 6th round on anyways.
Yeah.
We've got potentially 3 firsts next year, so 5th or 6th doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
And if everything goes, wrong, Minshew can step up and prove himself.
Wouldn't that be something? That would really prove into the quarterback controversy. But reactions of Minshew are out of the way. Preseason is now over. They now just have a bye week, and then it is week 1 of the NFL season, September 12th against the Falcons, 1 o'clock for the Eagles. But looking over the preseason as a whole, wins and losses don't matter. Eagles went 0-2-1. That's impressive. I don't know if you caught the game last night. We tied with the Jets last night.
On a Hail Mary.
On a Hail Mary from James Morgan.
Oh, what? God.
I do, honestly. So I was at Phillies game last night, which was an absolute shit show, but we somehow won. But on my way home, the game went to extra innings, 11 innings long. I was literally at the game for 6 hours. But on the way home, it was like 12:30 in the morning. I was like, I got to stop and get some Wawa on the way home. Stop and get Wawa, get my normal thing, and I go. And I was like, I got to put on a video while I eat. And I watched the Eagles highlights. I still don't know the score of the game. Only thing I saw from that game was that there's that Joe Flacco made a pass to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and Jay Jaw just made an amazing catch and scored a touchdown. We'll get into that later specifically. But when I was watching, I keep on seeing we have a big lead, and I'm like, okay, so we probably won this game. And usually they only show highlights that are good highlights for a team. And I'm like, why are they showing the last 3 seconds? Like, is something really about to happen in these last 3 seconds? Next thing I know is James Morgan throws a ball, a Hail Mary, and all I hear is, and he comes down with the catch. I'm like, actually? Like, what just happened? They go for 2, run it in from 2 yards, and just they tie the game. And I'm like, we can't, like, not that wins matter in preseason, but we can't even beat the Jets when we have a touchdown lead in the last 3 seconds. It was an absolute – I was laughing the entire time. Chance, you doing all right over there? You good? He's going through it. But, yes, the whole entire preseason, we're 0-2-1. We got totally blown out from the Patriots before. We tie with the Jets. We lose to the Steelers. Not totally amazing for us. Again, wins don't really matter. But we saw some good and we saw some bad throughout the entire preseason, and that's kind of what we're going to be going over for these next couple minutes. Jalen Hurts did not play the last 2 games. We only saw him the first game of the preseason. The second game, he was taken out right before the game due to an illness. And in this game, he came in and they just did not want to play starters today. So Joe Flacco got the majority of everything going on. And as the game kept on going, we know that Sirianni did not want to play a lot of his starters. and he didn't. We saw a lot of them working out before, and it's whatever. That was kind of a controversial move to make. We wanted to see a lot of guys play. We can see Devontae play, but it showed a lot of our guys that are going for the final roster. We saw a lot of them try and be able to play, and a lot of guys proved themselves. And over and over, we saw J.J. Arcega-Whiteside make some plays. We saw Boston Scott make some plays. We saw a lot of guys make a lot of plays that are trying to prove themselves in this roster. Right now, we know that J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Travis Fulgham are going for a spot, and they're just competing. Travis Fulgham has not done much. We know that, but J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, there's a lot to talk about with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and he made an amazing catch. Joe Flacco running outside the pocket, and JJ just catches it over someone. I don't remember exactly who the cornerback was. Caught it over someone's back, brought it in and ran him for a touchdown. Absolutely amazing. He has not done that in his career yet. The guy has not done much. But we weren't really sure if he was going to make the team this year. And based on what we saw, that might be changing. And so we'll see how it goes. Travis Fulgham, he didn't do much, and we know he's fighting for his spot. And Travis Fulgham is that kind of guy where if he leaves, he's going to go to another team that we face this year, and he's going to completely destroy us. And that's my idea of what will happen. But it's fine. It's whatever. But that is probably what's going to happen. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside really trying to go for this spot, and if he wins it, he wins it. I don't think that would have been someone that anyone gave up on. I don't think Howie Roseman would have cut him because you can't waste a second-round pick. I don't think they were ever going to pick Fulgham over him. They might even pick both. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. But, I mean, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside says right here, J.J. Just an absolute amazing catch. Hopefully he can keep on going off that. That can build some momentum for him, and he can just keep on going off and – you know what? Maybe even get a higher roster spot instead of being the sixth receiver on the team. Who knows? Because how the receiving core looks right now, I know we have Devontae Smith. And I know we have Jalen Reagor, Greg Ward. Them type of guys are for sure on the team. But J.J. we were very worried about. And honestly, I can't believe that one catch is really getting a lot of guys being like, okay, never mind. Like, he should win this spot over Fulgham. And not that Fulgham is a very amazing wide receiver. He had a nice 4-game spurt last year. Who knows if that ever would have came back. But, if he doesn't make the team, it's not the biggest thing in the world. But Fulgham has at least proven that he can go in a 4-game spurt and actually do something and help this team win. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside has not done that. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside has made a couple big catches, but hasn't done much more. The reason why we drafted him out of college is to be a red zone threat. Like, I can go up for a ball and catch it. Well, he just started to prove that yesterday against the Jets, and he made that one catch. The guy has not done much. Do I think J.J. Arcega-Whiteside deserves this spot over Travis Fulgham? No, not at all. But do I believe in any chance that he will, that he won't win it over Fulgham? No. They're not going to waste a second-round pick on that. Using a second-round pick, you have to use him, and that's something that Howie Roseman has been known for doing. You have to use your high draft picks. Andre Dillard, we tried playing him. He gets injured, and we still try to play him. And he was a first-round pick. You have to. But at this point, he's not going to be used anymore. He's really not, and that's okay. If he doesn't deserve the spot, he doesn't deserve the spot. Jordan Mailata has been going absolutely off. So, yes, Mailata deserves it. But wasting that first-round pick on Dillard. And now if we got rid of Arcega-Whiteside, that's wasting a second-round pick. They're not going to do that within the same year. Speaking of Andre Dillard, he had a very good game yesterday. He looked really, really good. Now, a lot of what people can think is, hey, maybe we can move Dillard to a different spot in the O-line. Maybe we can put him the right tackle whenever Lane needs a break. Maybe he can play a guard position. What we've noticed is Andre Dillard can only play left tackle. He can't be a swing tackle. He can't play right. He can't play anywhere interior. He's not big enough. So his only spot would be left tackle. And he looked really well yesterday. But give and take, it was the backup to the Jets. But still, it's the best that we've seen Dillard in a while. I'm not saying that game took that should take Jordan Mailata's spot. I'm not saying that at all. But it gave me some upside. Maybe if we are looking to trade Andre Dillard, that game only helped him. It didn't make him look worse, and it sure as hell made him look at least a little bit better. Whatever you want to put it on, if it's a lot better, if it's not better at all, that's up to you to decide. But his stock didn't go down. It only went up. And it was a great game from him. Hopefully he can continue it, because say Mailata he's a big dude, but he might not be able to stay up that long. So maybe Dillard will have to fill in that spot at some point. Most likely not. Let's hope Mailata just is a great left tackle. We have to worry about that. Or maybe at some point, maybe Lane Johnson goes down and Mailata can move. Mailata is known he can play right tackle. And Andre Dillard, maybe if he plays well enough, he can be a great left tackle for us. And we can have that good depth. Or if they believe that Lane Johnson will be healthy for a long time, which we know is going to be a very struggling for Lane, and Mailata will stay healthy and we'll have a perfect O-line, then maybe Andre Dillard's stock just keeps on going up and we can just trade him. And we can actually get something more than just a 6th or 7th round pick. That's probably what his market's at right now. And I don't think that yesterday's game made it much higher. I still think he'd be like a 6th round pick. Because like we talked about on last episode, Greg Little, he's a better tackle than Andre Dillard. He was a 1st round pick. He got traded for a 6th round pick. That's just about where the stock is for these type of players. And that's just how that's probably just how it's going to stay with him. In my opinion, I don't think it's a smart move trading Andre Dillard. I don't think that trading for a 5th or 6th round pick is really going to help. I don't think you're going to find a better player in the 5th or 6th round at left tackle, say, to try and replace Andre Dillard as a backup. I think you should rather just keep him. But we'll see how it goes. If he can keep on building up his stock, maybe we can trade him for a higher draft pick. But we'll see. We'll see. Only time can tell of what will really happen. Going into the final roster predictions, with some, we already went over the receivers, a lot of guys that we really think will make the team. At the quarterback position, you know how it is now. It should be Jalen Hurts as starting quarterback. I pray that they will just announce that soon, just so Jalen will know that he is starting. In my eyes, I think Gardner Minshew should be the quarterback 2 and Flacco the 3, but we'll see how that goes too. Flacco still wants that QB1 spot, and I'm not sure if he can even get the 2 anymore. We'll see as time goes. Again, with the O-line, starting O-line, you got Mailata at left tackle. You got Say Malu at left guard, Kelsey at center, Brandon Brooks at right guard, and Lane Johnson at right tackle. That's an amazing O-line with some good depth pieces behind it. We have our 2nd round pick and Landon Dickerson back there. You got Jack Driscoll, who can play all over the offensive line. You got guys all over the place. Our running back core. You got Miles Sanders, who's we all know everyone loves Miles Sanders. You got some other guys. You got Kenneth Gainwell, our mid-round pick out of this draft. He is looking an absolute stud, a man out of Memphis, right after Antonio Gibson was from Memphis. This guy's an absolute stud. I hope he gets a lot more rushes. He can get a lot more touches, because this guy is a stud, and he knows what he's doing. He's a really good player. After that, you still have Jordan Howard, and you still have Boston Scott. That's probably our 4 right there in my eyes. That's our 4 running backs right there. I love our running back core. I kind of like our quarterbacks. Our receivers are a little bit worrisome. We still have Zach Ertz at tight end. We have Dallas Goedert at tight end. We got Richard Rodgers at tight end. A good tight end set. We got this offense. It's unproven, but their potential is very high. That's all I'm going to say. Right now, on paper, this team doesn't look amazing at this offense. And it's my biggest worry is the offense. I think that's everyone's biggest worry. We have a young quarterback who's only played 4 NFL games. We don't have a very developed or good wide receiving core. Our tight end Zach Ertz is falling off a cliff, and Dallas Goedert will be double covered every game. So who knows how that's going to go. Offense is going to wear me, but what can make this offense good is this offensive line. That's what we're going to be built around. If these guys can all stay healthy, that's what it's going to be built around. Hopefully Jalen Hurts will have a good year. He's not going to be running for his life every day. Let's hope. Who knows what's going to happen? But it's all right. They're all going to figure it out. Looking on the defensive side now, this is a defense that can go all over the place. In my eyes, this could be a top 5 defense, or they can go into around the 20 to 25 spot. We don't know how it's going to go. I think it's going to depend a lot on the defensive coordinator, how he's going to run this defense. We have the D-line we got Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, just guys all over the place on the D line. That is none of my concern. If Fletch comes back and he doesn't play like how he did last year, he just has a pretty good season, can get some QB rushes, get a few sacks in there, boom, amazing. Brandon Graham can do his thing, boom, amazing. Not worried about that. Only thing that's worrying me a little bit is the linebackers and secondary. Again, these are guys that can be really good or really bad. Eric Wilson that we got, the linebacker, fast, great tackler, good in coverage. I just like it all in general. So I like Wilson. Singleton is a tackle machine. Let's be real here, and hopefully we can just keep on growing upon in that linebacking core. Looking on to the secondary, you got guys like Darius Slay. You have Steven Nelson, who we just acquired. We have Avante Maddox. We'll see if Jaquette can make the team. I'm not really sure if he will, going more into the D-backs. But then you look at the safeties. You got like Kayvon Wallace, Rodney McLeod, Anthony Harris, a big addition in the offseason. He needs to have a good year. Anthony Harris needs to have a good year because we signed him for a couple million. It's whatever. This is his breakout year. Not his breakout year. He already has a breakout year. This is a year where he wants to earn a contract. If he has a good year, he can earn a very big deal because this guy's been known. He's led the league in interceptions before. He's good in coverage. He can tackle. He can do it all. Just that he hasn't put it together in a few seasons. But if this guy comes out and just has a really good year like he did a few years ago for Minnesota, this guy can earn a huge deal. And he's going to try and prove that. So I think Anthony Harris is going to be a main point of this defense. I think we need to focus around him. Him and Darius Slay back there. Hopefully, I think Kayvon Wallace is an absolute stud. I think this guy is going to really just take off this year. I think he's going to take the spot of Rodney McLeod coming up. In my eyes, I think Kayvon Wallace is just that good. And, we'll see how it goes in general. But, everything else that's going on, the final roster, is everyone really going to like it? Is it where we want this Eagles team to be? Probably not. It's all right, though. We're going to figure it out. We got Nick Sirianni, a head coach. He's got to figure some stuff out. His play calling hasn't looked amazing. It hasn't looked terrible, but it hasn't looked amazing either. Nick Sirianni, do I really believe in the guy? Can't say yes or no yet. The guy still has a lot to prove. He's in a not very good NFC East right now, and I'm just hoping we can get some good wins. I know at my predictions, I keep on saying around 5 wins is what I see this team getting. And a lot of Eagles fans are not agreeing, and a lot of them are saying, oh, no, we're going to get 10, we're going to get 11. This division's too easy. Yeah, the division's not good, but there's a reason why it's not good. It's because we are helping that cause. It's because we are not a very good football team. Do I think we're going to take one from everyone in the division? Probably not, and that's just to say the least. Do I think we can take one from Washington? Probably not. I think that team is going to destroy us no matter who's at quarterback, whether that's Heineke or Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think that we're not going to score much points against them. This offense is not good enough, and that defense is top 5. That defense is amazing, and they're just going to create pressure. Good secondary. They're going to shut us down. And their offense, the only thing they're lacking, they have a below average O-line. And their quarterback, we're not sure exactly how they'll play, either one of it's Fitzpatrick or Heineke. We know that they can both play decently, though. So do I think we're going to even take one from them? Probably not. If I look at the Giants, I know they're not looking great, but they're better than us. Last year, they played better than us. And you know who wasn't playing for them? Saquon Barkley. You know who also wasn't on that team? Kenny Galladay. They've only made their defense better. In my eyes, I think the Giants could sweep us. The only one I see we could even take one is from Dallas. I mean, we can take one from any of these teams. I'm not saying it's not possible. But if percentage-wise, what I think is more likely, I think it's more likely the Giants could beat us twice. I wouldn't be surprised. The football team beats us twice. I'd bet on that one. And Dallas, I could see us snagging one from them. The only thing that's scary about Dallas is that their offense is really good. And they're going to score probably – if our defense doesn't play that well that day, they're going to score a lot against us. And games against Dallas would have to be a shootout. And do I think our offense is good enough to go into that deep of a shootout? We would need a hell of a game from Devontae Smith in my eyes. That's what we'd need. Are we going to get that all the time? No, it's not going to happen all the time. That doesn't happen with any receiver. Let's be real here. Their defense isn't good. Neither is ours. Our defense can be. We don't know how exactly going to be. Like I said, they can go anywhere from 5 to 20 in ranking, and I wouldn't be mad or happy with either one. Either way, I wouldn't be shocked. Is that what's most likely going to happen? Probably. So I could see us snagging 1 or 2 divisional games. An outside schedule, there's some win. Maybe we can get some wins from the Raiders and some other teams that are there. But I think our ceiling would be 8 or 9 wins, but our floor can be as low as 4. Colin Cowherd has this Eagles team. He had us at 4 wins in the beginning of the year. He moved them down to 3. He has us tied as the worst team in the NFL. And he thinks that they're all divisional wins. He doesn't see us beating anyone else. He sees the team for how it is. And honestly, I'm kind of on the same boat as Colin. And I don't think it'd be 3 wins. I think we'll get a few gimme wins. Like I could see us beating someone like the Raiders or something like that. I could see a few wins. But there's a lot of teams that we just can't win. And Eagles fans, keep up the support. Keep up the good morale. I have to be like this. I got to tell everyone how it is, how I feel that this team is, and that's my opinion. Everyone has their opinion, but am I still going to root every Sunday like I want to go 17-0, or if we lose the first game like I want to go 16-1, and so on and so forth? Hell yeah! I'll be there every single Sunday. I will not miss one damn game, and I'm going to cheer like it's like we have Super Bowl chances. No matter what. That is so ironic, by the way. I just said chances right when Chance decided to join.
Hey.
Hello, Chance. You are finally back.
Yeah, that was rough. Sorry about that.
It's all right. We got it all figured out. But what I was just recently going over is the NFC East predictions of where I think that we will fit. I was just saying how I wouldn't be surprised if we get around 5 wins. Within this division, we got guys like with the football team. Do I think we can snag one from them? No, I don't think we can get a win over the football team in my eyes. I don't think we can beat them. Their defense is too good. We don't have a good enough offense to do it. And the only thing that they're lacking on offense, they have a below average O-line, and their quarterback play, Fitzpatrick, we don't know if he's going to do his Fitzmagic thing or what's going to happen. So do I really think we can take one from football team? I see us getting swept by them. And you really think we're going to – You seem confident that we'll take one.
It's not that I'm confident. I think each game is probably like 60-40 in favor of the football team. I think there's a possibility we could steal a game from them. Do I think it's like a 100% chance that they're going to sweep us? No. I think it's more like a 60%, 70% chance that they sweep us. I still think that this team has a shot at going.
No matter what, I know that there could be a chance that we do it, and like whether it's a 30%.
I'm just saying it's more likely than not. I really doubt they sweep us. I really doubt it.
Dude, what I was just saying too was I wouldn't like. I know the Giants have looked really bad. They've not been looking great in this preseason and everything.
No, they haven't. They've been fighting and stuff inside their training camps.
Yeah, so they have not been looking.
They're
good.
A mess.
But it's still a decent team. Let's be real, okay?
On paper, yeah.
Yeah, that on paper thing, we haven't seen all of them play normal anyway. All right,
that's true.
So we'll see how it goes. We saw how they played last year. They had a better record than us.
They did.
They had a better record than us, and guess what? They didn't have Saquon. They didn't have Galladay. They've only, in my eyes, they have only gotten better. I know there are issues inside, but I don't think it's a huge deal. Like, I don't think that's going to be like, oh, now they're going to go from 7 wins to 3. Like, no, that's not how it's going to be. It's not that big of a deal. But is this team better than the Eagles?
I'd say,
yeah, they are.
I'd say, yeah.
They're better than us. They're at least going to take one from us. And look, possibilities, yes. I don't think we would get swept by the Giants. Would I be totally shocked? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be totally shocked. I wouldn't be totally shocked. Now, we will take one from Dallas. That always happens.
That's a given, yeah.
Yes, it should be. But I think
they always take we always win in their home and they always win in our home. That's how it always seems.
But I feel like when we face them, that one win that they'll get over us will be their offense is going to be really good. We know that.
Yeah.
That's the least of concern is their offense. Their defense is what's really bad. So for us to win a game, it most likely have to be a shootout. Now I know our defense is good, but their offense is so overpowered. I mean, when you look at Dallas's offense, they have Dak Prescott at quarterback. I don't care what anyone say anymore. The guy's a good football player. He's a good quarterback in this
He's
league.
top 15. Yeah.
He's good. When we saw what he did last year before he got injured, I mean the stupid things where it's like he was on pace to get 6,500 yards. Like, okay, forget about that. That wouldn't have stayed that long, but he would still be a good quarterback. Okay, you look at the receiving core. You got Amari Cooper, C.D. Lamb, Michael Gallup, and C.D. Lamb is ready for a breakout year. I'm terrified of that. And then you also got Zeke at running back, and apparently he's in the weight rooms going absolutely off and just gaining and apparently he's looking really good. Who knows? A running back really depends on their offensive line. Let's be real here.
Then their offensive line is somewhat in shambles now.
Yes, I mean, it's only been going down over the years.
I still like Tyron Smith, I think, is their left tackle.
Yeah, but he gets injured every year. Yeah. He was as bad as Jason Peters.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Dallas is going to be an interesting team to play against. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah,
because our D line versus their O line, but their receiving core versus our DBs and whatnot. I mean, let's be real here. The CD is going to cook whoever's on him.
Yep.
Slay did well against Amari Cooper, so I'm not too worried about that. I think you really just have to trust in Slay to lock down Amari Cooper and help out everybody else. You just have to leave Slay to do his thing.
I agree.
That's the only way you can win that.
I agree. So I have gone over everything else that was planned for the Eagles while you left me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But something else, some other NFL news I do want to go over just a little bit is Jameis Winston was named as the starter for the Saints in Week 1. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that he should have gotten it over Taysom Hill? Do you think Taysom Hill should have gotten it over him? Got a shot of that? What are your main thoughts on Jameis Winston being the Week 1 starter?
It's rightly deserved. There should have been no controversy after a while here. I mean, Jameis is the clear-cut better quarterback than Taysom. I mean, sure, Taysom can do stuff that Jameis can't, really run the ball and just bruise off of defenders and whatnot. But that's not what you're looking for a quarterback. You're looking for a quarterback that can take the top off of a defense and. I mean, sure, Jameis isn't that great in the short to intermediate, stuff. I mean, he makes bad decisions sometimes and just throws it to random linebackers. But he's got LASIK eye surgery now, so hopefully that helps him out a good bit. And I think it will.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the deal with Michael Thomas is, but well, God, what's his?
I'm pretty sure isn't he coming back Week 1 now?
I have no idea. There's just so much random BS going on with him. But so that one receiver they had in preseason looked really good.
Oh, I know you're talking about too.
Yeah,
I can't think of his name. But I don't want to be stuck on that. But what I heard about Michael Thomas is that he was planning on taking a couple weeks off because of whatever it was, and then Jameis Winston got named the Week 1 starter. And there was a report coming out Michael Thomas might be back by Week 1. It's it seems like you wanted Jameis Winston to start. It seems like you didn't want Taysom Hill. And in my eyes, I think it's the good move as well. And I don't think anyone's eyes should be anything different. With Taysom Hill, there's a reason. The reason why he looks even decent is because of how he's not a starter. Let's be real. That's just. He can come in and he can be a receiver, a tight end, a running back, a quarterback. He can do it all. So if he's starting at quarterback all the time, it doesn't make him look great. It doesn't make him look like a Taysom Hill type player. So in general, yeah, Jameis Winston to be starting. Is he a fantastic quarterback? No. Is he going to be this? Is this what the Saints want in long term? Probably not. Who knows how he'll be, but probably not. Yeah, just like right here. Hill just don't get it, but Saints are not a playoff team. Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see. If Jameis Winston has a good year, the Saints could be a playoff team. Would I be totally shocked? No. I know that the Buccaneers are down there, but there's 7 playoff teams in each conference now. There's 7.
I think the Saints can slip in.
Yeah,
They're not going to be a
do too.
division winner, but they'll be
No.
6th or 7th seed most likely.
Yes,
I mean,
100%. And
the NFC East is not taking a wild card spot.
Yeah. Something that I also heard was by the way, the Colin Cowherd, I think, had the Cowboys getting a wild card spot.
Well, I don't know what he is.
Oh, wait, do you want to hear this real quick? I don't know if you've seen this. So we for everyone to know, me and Chance are both very much Colin Cowherd. We like watching him. He's entertaining and everything. But I don't know if you've seen any of his recent shows. What do you think Colin Cowherd has the Eagles' record as?
I'm gonna say Colin, because Colin was a big Wentz fan. I'm gonna say he has this at 3-14.
That is exactly what he has them at. Before the preseason started, he had them at 4-13. God, yeah, 4-13.
Jeez.
And after watching the preseason, he said, "Wow, this team's really bad," and he actually notched them down a win. And guess where he has our 3 wins?
Dallas and no, probably not Dallas, I guess, because he had them in the wild card. Are they interdivisional?
All divisional. He
all
has
interdivisional.
One from each of them is who he thinks that we will get all wins from. That I just had to share that with you. But going back to the Taysom Hill thing, Taysom Hill, someone that is kind of compared to him, kind of in this situation, only because he's a backup for this year or however long he will be a backup, is one of your favorite quarterbacks, someone that just got drafted over in San Francisco. People are comparing Trey Lance to a Taysom Hill. Not exactly them two, like, exactly compared, but the type of role that they think Trey Lance will go into is like a Taysom Hill role. Do you think that there will be some sort of Trey Lance package? Like, you know how they have a Taysom Hill package for the Saints. Do you think that they will have a Trey Lance type package? Like, hey, he's in for this series or yada this, yada that, like how they have with Taysom Hill. Do you think that's something that will happen?
I could see that. I mean, it's not going to be as defined as Taysom Hill. I mean, I don't think they're going to put Trey Lance out there to be a receiver or a tight end. I definitely don't see that.
Right, yeah, nothing like that. But how they have Trey Lance has a no, sorry, it's not Trey Lance. Taysom Hill has a package where he's the quarterback, and they do certain things like over. Mm-hmm. Do you think that Trey Lance will have something like that?
I definitely think, that would be the smart decision. I mean, that way you get him used to playing in the NFL. You don't have to name him the starter, but you get the benefit of him coming in and plays. Yeah. And then you have to make defenses scheme for that because you're like, oh crap, well, Trey might come in and we might have to redo our whole orientation.
All different.
Yeah. So that would be smart. I really like that idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully they will. Hopefully not against us, but Kyle Shanahan's smart to do that. Real quick, we got a question. Jeremy, bold predictions for the Super Bowl. He's got Browns and Cardinals. Okay, Chance. So this will be our time for our Super Bowl predictions. What do you? Well, first of all, react to the comment. Do you think that is a possibility between the Browns and Cardinals? And then give us your predictions after.
Okay, well, last year I had the Cardinals as my dark horse Super Bowl team, so I do like the fact that he's mentioning the Cardinals. Okay. I do like that. And the Browns, I mean, they were a few plays away from, beating the Chiefs. I mean,
they were.
Had that backup not come in and had that amazing run. I mean, we could be talking about the Browns going to the Super Bowl and losing to Brady.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the Cardinals this year. Kyler Murray just hasn't seemed all that great since the halfway point through last year. I love Kyler Murray. Don't get me wrong. Like, he is one of my favorite players right now. But Browns, Cardinals, I could see Browns. At one point I was thinking Colts, Cardinals though.
Hey,
but
wow.
Now I don't know. I think the Cardinals definitely have a shot at a playoff run, but I mean, out there in the NFC West, I mean, that's just the best division in football.
Yeah.
West. I mean, Seattle's got Russell Wilson. Let's be real here. That's the only thing that they have.
Dude, and Cowherd has the Seahawks winning the division. which I think is
Oh,
nuts.
that's why. No, they're a wild card team.
I don't even I have them last in the division.
Really? Below the Rams. Okay.
I think Rams are winning the division.
You think Rams are winning the division? I think Niners.
Rams or Niners. I think one of them two are winning the division.
Yeah. I really do like the Rams because I am a big fan of Stafford and Deshaun Jackson. So. Hey man, I hope this is the year Deshaun Jackson breaks Jerry Rice's record of most 50-yard touchdowns.
Yeah, let's hope. So what would be your kind of Super Bowl prediction? Who do you think you could see in there?
Oh yeah, I got a little off topic there. In all fairness, I think it's going to be a rematch. To be completely honest with you, Chiefs Bucks.
You're doing the safe call. Boo.
I know it's a safe call, and that's not the Super Bowl I want. That's not the Super Bowl I want. The Super Bowl I want is Niners Titans.
Ew.
That's what I'm. What?
Titans.
Yes. Derrick Henry, AJ Brown, Julio Jones. Okay, I mean, Tannehill's kind of lame, but you know.
Hey, Tannehill's good. Tannehill's a good quarterback.
He's boring.
He's top 10.
Tannehill's top 10.
Tannehill's a top 10 quarterback
above
now.
Dak.
Depends how old Dak's injury will be.
Okay. Fair enough.
If Dak can still move around like he has before, yeah, I think Dak's better than Tannehill.
Is Tannehill better than Wentz?
Right now, yeah. Shut up, man. Don't ask me about Carson Wentz. In my eyes, for a Super Bowl, I would not be surprised with the Browns. I think that'd be the fun one. I think seeing the Browns in the Super Bowl, I think that'd be a lot of fun. And in the NFC, I get that Bucks are most likely. But my fun call would be the Rams. I think I would love to see like a Rams-Browns Super Bowl. It's two teams that no one would really expect, and I think that they both have chances of doing it. And I don't know. That's my prediction. I think that'd be really fun, a really fun Super Bowl. Baker versus Stafford. Baker's really good too. My love for Baker has grown over the past couple of years.
Is Baker better than Tannehill and Dak?
Well, let's be real. Look, when you look at Baker Mayfield as a quarterback, right? This guy came into the league and was drafted to a team that in its past 36 games went 1-35, and he got brought in. And just in a couple years, it already brought them to the playoffs, has won a playoff game. I mean, I'm not saying it's just his part, but he was probably the biggest part in doing it. The guy has had a different coach every year, has had a different offensive coordinator every year, and the guy's still doing his thing. So Baker Mayfield, I don't know. The guy's grown on me. He was kind of a douchebag before, but I kind of like him now.
No, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, people forget he had a really good rookie season.
Yeah.
I think he set records, and then, Herbert came in and smashed him, but
Justin Herbert, man.
I love Herbert.
Yeah, he's good. All right, we're getting all over the place, but I think that's all I got for today. Do you have anything else that you would like to go over?
Do you want to talk about MVP predictions?
Wow, that's early. But we just talk about Super Bowl predictions, so why not?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. My MVP prediction is I have the Cardinals going to the playoffs, and I think Kyler Murray is going to be the reason why. I think Kyler Murray is the MVP this year. I've been saying that for all preseason and everything. Kyler Murray, I'm huge on, and he has the receivers to do it.
He absolutely does have the receivers to do it. Oh my God.
Yeah. So Kyler Murray, I would not be surprised if he wins MVP. That's my call. If you really want to go with safe bet, I mean, will Aaron Rodgers do it again? Why the hell can't he do it again?
I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be MVP. I mean, he's calling this thing his last dance and whatnot with Devontae Adams, and it's just like it's a whole big ordeal. Yeah, it's rare that we have repeat MVPs.
Definitely, yeah. But Aaron Rodgers is just that. If anyone can do it, it's Aaron Rodgers.
He's that guy, yeah.
He's that guy, pal.
But I would take Justin Herbert.
Okay.
For MVP. To be completely honest with you. And I think that's a good bet too. I mean, I don't know what the bets are and whatnot for Vegas, but I mean, he's a nice, you bet a little bit. He's a nice chunk of change because nobody's really expecting it. But if you look at the previous MVP winners, I mean, this is my thing. I've been saying it for a while. Like sophomore quarterbacks, man, there's something about them. Like if you go with 2017, Wentz his sophomore season, if he doesn't have that injury, he wins MVP.
Right.
And then I forget who won it in 2018.
Mahomes, right?
Was that Mahomes?
Or did Mahomes win it in 19?
I think Mahomes won it in 19. and that was his sophomore season. And
And
then
Lamar.
Lamar won it his sophomore season as well. So it's like there's a
Something
trend with the
cooking.
sophomore. So
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be Burrow because he's on the Bengals.
You're forgetting someone.
Oh, it's Tua? No,
he's right below you.
Jalen.
Just kidding. He's a second year quarterback.
He's a second-year quarterback, but he's not a first-round quarterback, and that's also part of the trend.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Herbert gets it. I think that'd be really cool seeing either one of those guys do it. Oh, here we go.
Nope, Tom Brady. Yeah, no. Tom Brady's not winning another MVP. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but he's winning.
He stole Wentz's in 2017. He doesn't deserve another one.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, I think that's all I got going. Actually, Rookie of the Year, real quick.
Rookie of the year, that's a good one. Offensive and defensive.
If you want, I don't know. I was thinking more offensive, just kind of going over the quarterbacks.
Offensive, I'll take. I really want to say Trey Lance, but I don't think the Niners are going to start him. I think if they did start him, he'd take it. But, shoot, I guess it's not Trevor. It's not going to be Trevor.
Probably not.
I know you want to say Zach Wilson.
I want to, but I don't know if I can.
God, that's a really tough one. I want to say, you know what? It might be Smith. Smith's going to get a lot of targets on this Eagles team.
You're going to be really surprised with my answer.
Oh.
It's a guy that we don't know if he's getting the QB1 spot week 1. We're not sure yet, but he might do it. But if this guy plays all 16 games, I wouldn't be surprised if Mac Jones wins Rookie of the Year. Look. Cam Newton is not vaccinated, which is whatever, but he's not following protocols. He just had a 5-day suspension from not being around the team. So in all their joint practices, who was the quarterback?
Yeah, it's Mac Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, he's getting first-team reps.
Mac Jones did a joint practice with the Giants. And that was the Giants, but apparently he looked incredible, like really good. And apparently during them 5 days, he's been looking really good. And we know what happens with players. Majority of players that get their spot, it's because they take it from someone else because they get an opportunity. I mean, even like the big guys like Drew Bledsoe got hurt and Tom Brady came in. Well, sorry, Drew Bledsoe, he played really well. Well, maybe Cam Newton isn't following protocol, whether it's his fault or not. If he got vaccinated, this wouldn't be an issue. I'm not judging. You can do whatever you want. But if he got vaccinated, he wouldn't have this issue. He wouldn't have to follow the same protocols. He wouldn't have gotten he wouldn't have been out for 5 games. And now there is conversation that Mac Jones might start week 1. Do I think that's going to happen still? Probably not, because the Cam is making a lot of money and they're going to want to keep him as a starter.
Is Cam making a lot of money? I
He's
thought
making like 10 mil.
I thought no.
Oh, I thought he was like a 10-year.
No. 10-year, 10 mil, Cam?
I meant 10 mil, not 10 year. I tried fixing myself. Thanks for calling me out. No, but if Mac Jones starts, he's my Rookie of the Year. He has one of the best offensive lines now. Offensive line is really good. He has the best head coach. He has one of the best defenses. There's a shot. And Bill Belichick knows how to run an offense, and just all he has to do is just give it to the receivers. Nothing huge, doesn't do anything too amazing. And I would be surprised because I think he'll get the most reps on the best team possible. Trevor Lawrence is on a terrible team. No shot. He can win. It'd be really difficult to win Rookie of the Year. Zach Wilson is on a terrible team. And Mekhi Becton just got a concussion. So Zach Wilson, Zach Wilson's gonna be running for his life for the next couple of weeks, and it's gonna be terrifying. Would I like to say Zach Wilson? Hell yeah. Do I think Corey Davis with Zach Wilson is gonna be amazing? Yeah. And Jameson Crowder? Yeah. But that offensive line is so bad that they're gonna struggle.
Crowder.
He's a good slot receiver, and you know it.
All right. I can give you that.
So those are my predictions. You got yours. Do you want to hear we can hear your defense if you got one. I in my eyes, I think it's gonna be Joke over in Cleveland.
Joke makes sense. I'm liking Kwity Paye a lot.
Kwity Paye has looked good this preseason.
At first, I was like, "Why, Colts? You need a new tackle." But now, looking at Kwity Paye, I mean, wow, he's
good.
Really showed me
Yeah.
what's what. I mean, my God. And I joked about it. It was like, oh, when we were picking it, whatever we took,
I agree.
we were picking at when we picked Devonta Smith, right before I was like, oh, here comes Kwity Paye. Here's the Howie decision. And now it's like, oh, well, I mean, I love Smith, but I mean, seeing Kwity, it's like, oh,
yeah,
he's not bad.
Yeah,
I'm still glad we have Smith, but
Yes, wouldn't change it for anything.
Nope.
All right. Well, I think that's all we got for What the Football. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Tomorrow we have the DSM Media Fantasy Draft. It's going to be live at 3:00. Tune in to see our post-pick analysis, what everyone thinks of their picks and everything like that. Who you think is going to win it all? A giveaway. We're giving away the Devonta Smith jersey. So if you go and sub on YouTube and DM the DSM Media Twitter account, you show proof that you just subscribed, you're entered into the giveaway, and it's a free Devonta Smith jersey. Why not just take a chance? Tune in. It's tomorrow at 3:00. Going to be a great show. A lot of guys looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to winning this. Chance was not able to make this one, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get him next year on it. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Giveaways, see everything that happens. We'll be back next Saturday at 11 a.m. We got another guest coming on soon, very, very soon. And we are very excited to be able to start promoting that once we find the right time for it. So thank you guys all for watching. Chance, you got anything to say?
Nope. I'm good.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Please tune in every Saturday. Keep on supporting DSM. It means a lot. But this has been What the Football.